parish, Holy Transfiguration, is a dynamic parish because we have some amazing people who are dedicated to God and dedicated to the church, and they offer their time, their talents, and their treasure so that they can further the work of God and grow the church. And our parish has grown in the last 25 years from a handful of people to hundreds of families. Today we're excited that we are moving into the next stage of our life, and we would like to offer to you through this video a look into our past and a look into our future.
First of all, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to serve in this metropolis and to serve the time that the Marietta community started with Father Tredafilou, the Chancellor, General Chancellor.
We all lived in Cobb County, and so after many meetings and much hard work of all the individuals that were original founders, we were granted the permission by the diocese at that time to form a parish in Marietta.
I remember our first service at St. James Episcopal Church, and we held our first Easter services. I remember Father Ted, our first priest, and his office in the makeshift offices that we had in the shopping center.
When I was probably 9 years old, I started coming to the church, and we were still meeting in another church at the time, and then we moved to a shopping center, and then we had the Parish Life Center as our chapel. So I've seen a lot of growth.
Having been here since the beginning, I have seen this church grow from a storefront to a beautiful Byzantine edifice with iconography, with chanting, Byzantine chanting, with people growing in all aspects.
I rejoice in seeing the growth of your community and look back fondly on the time that I have spent with you as your parish priest. I remember vividly the humble beginnings of Holy Transfiguration and how far along you have come by God's grace.
Our church is a dream church, and the community is dactylodictumeni, the example for all communities to follow.
The whole reason we came to Holy Transfiguration is because everybody here treats everybody like family. I've never been welcomed any place as a total stranger and brought into the fold like I have here at this church.
My daughter told us about this parish. We arrived here and it's been unbelievable. It's a parish where we've found a new family. We've found a beautiful spiritual father.
I have the honor of being the first seminarian from this parish, and also to be the first person who is a member of this parish to be ordained to the holy priesthood, to the first order, to the holy diaconate. And I think that's really a testimony to the strength of this parish, to the love that's in this parish, and to the prayers and the friendships that I've made in this parish.
I care about it so much, from the days when I started Greek dancing till now, where I'm just helping out wherever I can. Festival, joy, hope, teaching Greek dance for the younger kids. I want to be able to give back, and I feel like what better way to be home where you feel most comfortable.
I like the icon and put Ray. I love my church.
I saw in this community something that is very seldom. I saw belonging. The people belong to one another, which means they really live in the spirit of the word family, which is that one belongs to the other, and all together they're building the family, and they have to relate to one another like the siblings in one family. So that is what I saw here, and from that moment my heart was very close, and my prayers constantly they were given to God for the success of this community.
This is a very unique community in that they're very welcoming, and from the very beginning when I came as a new parishioner, I was welcomed immediately and I felt embraced as a newcomer.
I've always thought of Holy Transfiguration as kind of a home base, a place you can kind of come back to when you're out in the world and you see all the things that are going on. You can come to Holy Transfiguration and be a part of a family that really appreciates God's work and appreciate what He's done for us in this world.
And we thought that this would be a good community to raise our children and for them to be surrounded by other children of the same faith and culture and background.
It was an incredible blessing to move here and to be part of the life of this parish. It's an amazing place full of wonderful people that have welcomed me and supported me and energized me and taught me many things. So I'm blessed to be here, and I hope I can be here for the rest of my life.
So we have made steady progress, and this is a logical next step, is building the building that we're going to add.
This next step is just another symbol of the vitality and growth of the church, and we're glad to be part of it.
I think the expansion is going to enable the church to grow even larger and to help more people and to give a chance for people who don't know Christ to learn about Christ through our church.
For many years we've been trying to have a proper educational facility, and I think it's going to mean a lot for the church. I think it's going to mean our kids, specifically our kids, to have an environment that will really be conducive to their learning as well as their activities. And it's just something that has been well needed for many, many years in the parish.
Kalispera. I've been here for 10 years as of January, and I've thoroughly enjoyed watching the growth of this parish. And I hope to be here 10 more years to see where we wind up. And I want to improve my study of the Greek language. Opa!
Sometimes it's sad to see the old small things go, like the shopping center and the parish life center that used to be the church, and the house here and things like that. But that's part of growing and progressing and becoming a bigger community, and we love it. I mean, I'm so excited about the new building.
And so in 2 years we'll be saying, remember the days when we used to cram 25 high school kids in a small tiny classroom in an old house at the front of the property. Those will be our memories in 2 years. And with your contributions of your time, talent, and treasure, this will happen. And with God's will, this will happen.
And by the way, I think that tonight would be the last time that we actually have to go off property to host a dinner. Because when we have the new facility, we'll be able to host everything in our own home.
I also believe that whatever we build, it will contribute to make us a more spiritual and more Christ-oriented, parish.
Hopefully someday having a school that I could even send my kids to would be very special to me.
The whole city of Atlanta is changing. It is becoming more and more urbanized. The schools have changed. They're becoming more secularized. So a parochial school, an Orthodox parochial school, is going to be more and more important as the years pass. So I'm very pleased that we're progressing. I am sure we're going to do very well, and the future is very bright for this parish.
We are at the critical moment of the life of the church in the United States, the future of the Orthodox Church in the United States, as we position ourselves to further the faith, to give the faith, to pass the faith down to the next generations, and not only to the Greek people, but to the community around us. And Holy Transfiguration is positioning itself right now with the new buildings, with the future plans, so that it will provide to the community around it a possibility to know and enter the Orthodox Church.
You were transfigured upon the mountain, O Christ our God, showing to your disciples your glory as much as they could bear. Do also in us sinners, though we be, shine your